Well, another big social networking tool that's come about these days is Twitter. Probably, you've heard of people talking about Twitter or tweets and maybe not know what they mean. I certainly didn't for a long time. But think of Twitter as effectively a live comments engine where you can leave comments in real time about things that are happening and you can focus them on particular topics. So what it ends up creating is a long thread of people's interactions that are short actions, 140 characters is all you can do
the maximum
per tweet.
Yep.
And it just goes from there. It's attracted a lot of a following. Whereas if someone's particularly witty or interesting, people can sign up and follow their tweets. So every time they say something,
that's true. You also hear about a lot of celebrities have got a Twitter account, and so people like Lady Gaga, I think, has got over 13 million or 15 million Twitter followers. I know that shows like Q&A on Channel 2 also have a Twitter account so that you can actually take part in live discussions.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't in Adelaide because we're half an hour delayed, but other than that, you can actually take part in live discussions by just simply following the hashtag and then whatever it is. So we should talk about all those different things right now.
Well, okay. Basically, we've got a little write up here of the Twitter lexicon.
Yep.
And I haven't heard of some of these, but if you're a Twitter fanatic, these might be familiar to you.
Very.
So we've got the tweet, which is a 140 character or less message. That's the basis of the whole thing.
So each message is called a tweet, yeah?
It's called a tweet.
Right.
Yes. Then we've got the retweet, which is passing along one of your content's tweets to somebody else.
Yep.
So like forwarding a message.
Yep.
We've got what you mentioned before, the hashtag, which is the practice of putting a hash mark before a topic.
Yeah.
And then
so that's that noughts and crosses looking symbol.
It's the noughts and crosses.
Sure.
And it indicates that you're speaking about a specific topic. So if people wanted to look up...
right. So does that mean that sort of globally you're able to track specific topics based on what's on
That's
the hashtag?
right. So what did we just have? The Bathurst. So if you had hash Bathurst, then you're talking about that.
Excellent.
Then we've got the @ symbol, the @ for your email, @ username. So that's when you're directing a comment at a specific person.
Sure.
And then we've got a DM, which is an acronym for direct message, like a private message that you're sending to someone. So
it's not publicly available.
Correct.
Yep.
You're directing it to someone, but not everybody can see it.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's what we've got here. So we've just logged into PCTV's new Twitter account here.
Yep.
So we can show the people what it looks like.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we've got a welcome here. We've gone in there.
The Twitter teacher.
Yeah, there's a teacher who pops up.
Right.
And he's telling us that he's done a tweet.
Yep.
And like he said, short messages, 140 characters or less, and can contain links.
Excellent.
Which is interesting because in some other services, you can't actually post web links to other things.
Is that because of some sort of infringement?
I think they just ban it altogether so people don't spam it with advertising.
Right,
so
yeah,
forth.
I understand.
So we'll go next. It says get started. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got a timeline. Follow people to get their tweets. And so if I were to follow you, I would eventually get a timeline of the things that you've said.
Look at the examples they've got up here. They've got Ellen DeGeneres, Taylor Swift, Sylvester Stallone, Julia Gillard. Really? So obviously you can follow politicians, you can follow bands, you can follow celebrities, individuals, as well as just your friends that live down the road. Right.
Wow, Rove McManus. I wonder if anyone follows
Jim
him.
Carrey, Kevin Rudd, K-Rudd, everyone seems to be
on Twitter.
So now it's up to you to choose who you want to follow, and of course, obviously, you can put up your own stuff and just start tweeting away. So what's next?
Well, I mean, you would pick someone to follow or find a friend.
This step or search for.
Let's just skip.
Yeah. Right, so there's music, sports. I've got it basically broken down into categories. Go down a bit.
Okay.
Music, sports, entertainment. Yeah. All right, so there's every conceivable category that you can ever think of seems to be here.
That's right.
Fashion, funny people, everything.
Let's have a look at funny.
All right.
I like comedians.
Right, so there.
Al Yankovic.
The Onion, I like that show.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, is he funny?
I guess so. So as you can see, you can pick up some interesting sort of stuff here. It's largely a presence type function. I'm not sure that you're going to find deep discourse on relevant philosophical topics on Twitter.
Sure.
But it is something that's certainly real time, and any event that happens, you'll find out what happens.
Actually, that's a valid point. There's sometimes where you'll find that people are using social networking like Twitter to be very malicious, and so you do want to bear in mind the fact that this is a public forum. Whenever you tweet something, it has the ability for everyone to see what you've said, and that might lead to some ramifications. So maybe you want to learn about some sort of etiquette to make sure that you don't, get yourself into trouble.
I mean, I think a few politicians recently have lost their careers due to
inappropriate tweets
that they probably should have thought about before doing it.
Definitely. So just bear in mind the fact that this is a public forum. This isn't just something that you're giving just to your friends. Anyone has the ability to see this. So
ultimately,
keep that in mind. I'd
recommend giving it a go and just seeing if you like it.
Just seeing what it's about.
You'll like it. If it's not, then you'll never log in again.
Definitely.
So it's just twitter.com, or typing Twitter into Google and you'll find it.
Cool. Excellent.